Hello, I just got myself a new blade for my radial arm saw. Then at the moment, I think it's an 80 or 100 TPI blade in there, and for the type of cuts I'm doing at the moment, I don't need anything that fine, to be honest. I'm trying to save that blade, you know, for special occasions, you know, like weddings and stuff like that. But I bought this new blade, and this is a Saxton blade. It's very cheap, it costs €30 on Amazon, and it looks quite hopeful. Now, normally when I buy my blades, I quite often get CMT blades, the orange ones, and they're a Teflon coated blade as well, or they come some kind of finish on, anti-sticking type finish. Well, it's a very pretty yellow blade we have got. Right, I really want to put my glasses on so I can see what it says. Getting old, you see, getting old. Right. So the Saxton blade, I've never ever had a Saxton blade before, but they seem to have sprung up on, and they actually come with your washers. Hopefully it's the right size. We will see. But yeah, it's a 10-inch, 255mm blade. It feels quite substantial, very, very much like the CMT blade, like this one here. And this one is a ripping blade. It's got a fine kerf on it, but that's the CMT blade. And this is the Saxton blade. Quality-wise, they look very, very, very similar. They've got very similar expansion slots here. The big expansion cut, you can see that there on that one. But also on the Saxton, you've got that there as well. And it comes with a protective condom. Right, let's pull that off there. Oh, it goes all the way round. Cool. Right, this blade, okay, with heat treatment. Well, that's the same as the CMT blades. They're heat treated as well. It's got a bit of a textured finish. The CMT is perfectly smooth. Don't think that makes any difference, to be fair. This particular blade, let's say it's a 10-inch 255. It doesn't actually tell you the kerf on the saw. Normally, the blade itself would have the kerf on the thickness of the cut on the actual saw blade as well, but it's not on it. On that one, it is on the CMT, but not that one. I know it's a 2.7 though, whereas that ribbing one there is 2.2. It's a lot thinner. Now, this particular blade doesn't tell you anything about it whatsoever. That's not very clever. You'd expect a little bit of information about the blade. So that, in my mind, is the first fail. They call it the Pro range, but it's got no information on it. Maybe they're assuming you know what you're talking about. So it feels sharp, I'll tell you. It does feel very, very sharp. Anyway, let's take this out of here and plonk that one in and see how good it really is. So what I'm going to do, on the radial saw, I'm going to lock that off. First of all, we've got to remove the cover here, the blade guard, which on these things, you see, because you've got this little nut here, and it's really hard to get your fingers around it. It's a bit frustrating, actually. There you go, I'm doing it, getting there. It's coming off. It is. Oh, that's a good screw. There you go. That's the screw. Little wing nutty type thing, yeah? And that holds this arrangement on. So now I've got to lift that off. And you obviously got the blade guard and what have you. So give it a little wiggle. The wash on there as well, we don't want to lose. And I've got to take this off without. Yeah, good old wiggle. No damaging anything. The washer fell off. It's only a stainless washer. I don't know where it is. It's on the floor somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, my fingers. I have carpal tunnel syndrome, but my fingers aren't as they should be. No, they are not. Bring it down a bit. You can see a bit better. Cut my head off. There you go. Right, there's my blade. There's my blade on at the moment. Hopefully I've got the right. No. Yes. Or was that in there? That was that one. Right, so I use a key in there, like so. Or you can just wind the handle down so you actually drop the blade off into the table, so that doesn't spin. It's not a great thing to do to put in pressure on the whole mechanism to do that, but I'm doing it anyway. So now I'm going to remove this. Remember that this is on these. The thread goes in the opposite direction. The other thing you've got to remember to do is unplug the flipping thing. There you go, unplug. Got to be safe. You've got the guard off everything. Wouldn't be very clever, but there again, there's got a special double switching on this. It's quite good. So you just pull that down like that, and just loosen that off. Tell you what, it's a bit dark down there, so I can bring up that again. I can bring us light round. Just so you can see better than me. There you go. Oh man, that's bright. It's blinding me now. Okay, we've now got that undone. So what? Raise up again to get it off the table, so it can spin, and I'll pull it off. It's sharp. A bit higher. So this is actually a really nice blade. It's a Mecha Bois blade, really good quality blade, with all the little copper inserts and what have you. But it does need a sharpen, which I'm going to do another time. Later date, I'm going to be, well, very soon actually. I might get this back on. But this one's got a kerf of what's the kerf? This is an 80 tooth blade. It's got the 30mm centre. Actually, this is not the Mecha Bois. This is Shumwak. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, I'm going to be putting this one on. Now, with these red arm saws, the blade does not go in this direction, because you'd be cutting in the wrong direction, wouldn't you? Because the blade will be rotating that way. It's going to try cutting against the back of the blade, back of the teeth, which is not going to be helpful. So we spin it around to the right way, and now we need to make sure we get our washers. And ideally, you've got to put new washers on every time you change a blade. Not a lot of people do that. I know that because I don't. Hope that's the right washer. Oh, that's a relief. That's the right washer. Phew. That must be a 5/8 or 16mm probably. Yeah, I'm not that's not what it's video, but that's a 16mm. So I do a little tricky here. A little tricky diggy. I put my washer in the middle here, and this one's actually okay. This one's got a serrated edge on, because sometimes that edge becomes either worn or they don't actually have a serration on them. This one's got serrations, I'm quite happy about it. So all you do is tap that into the hole with a hammer. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening. So we're going to tap that into the centre of that blade gently. Well, it's quite tight. Right, it's in there. Ha! I did it, mummy. Right, we've got the insert in, and it's quite tight, it's quite reassuring. And it's quite nice that you get a new insert. That's the thing about the CMTs. You don't get inserts with them. It's a bit of a shame. It shows it in the moulding on the actual packaging, but you don't actually get the insert. So it's a bit annoying. The Saxton, you do get the insert. I'm just hoping this blade is going to be as good quality as the CMTs. So I'm sold on the CMTs, they're very good. The only thing is, that, for me to buy another one of these, of the same format as this one, like this 62. Oh, it's a 62. Hey, I gave me 62. I asked for 40. Oh, I've got 62. Okay, well, that's fine. Just realised. Alright, they're more expensive anyway, so I'm not going to be too worried. So it's not my general purpose, is it? It's a cross-cutting blade. Anyway, this 60-tooth blade, so I'm going to plonk it into this saw and just see how good it is. I'm quite sold on it, but the biggest difference between these is the cost of them. This blade, which is a ripping blade, these aren't too expensive. These are only about, because there's not many teeth, because you're paying obviously for the carbides. This particular saw blade costs €32. This ripping blade, and they're really good. I'm really, really pleased with it. And because they're thin curve, you don't waste a lot of material either. This one was also €32, but the equivalent in the CMT would have been around €50 to €60 because of the amount of teeth. So I'm quite happy about that, to be fair, that it wasn't very expensive. You can pay a lot of money for blades. Now, I'll be even more happy if it's as good as it looks, because I have to admit, I'm quite impressed with its physical quality. It looks like a good blade. The teeth, the amount of teeth are good, nice chunky teeth on there. They're not quite as long as the CMT, but this is a ripping blade and this is a cross-cutting blade. So it's a little bit above general purpose. General purpose 10-inch would be around 40 teeth. So now I'm going to tighten it up. And you do the same thing, you could lock the blade off onto your table if you want, but I'm just going to do it against the Allen key. Because luckily we have, with these braided arm saws, we have a little bit in the middle here, we can put our Allen key in that locks off the spindle. Or you can get some saws like spindle lock, but in this case just put your Allen key in, works a treat. Just tighten it off. You don't be mad, you've got a brass nut on there, and you don't want cross threads in it. So you need to be tight enough to hold, but not so tight to break it. So that looks true. So always iron out to make sure the blade is spinning and not like doing this like where it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. You know that either the washers fell out and fallen into the actual large washer, the clamping washers. For instance, my Jet Super Saw, that has a bit of an issue with that. I have to be really, really careful. And that's why, if you see here, I've actually I've used a centre punch and made sure this thing can't fall out. The reason for that is if it does come out, the actual clamping washers, they're dished. So the washer can fall out into the dish. The dishing of the clamping, where these are perfectly flat, just flat machine. So that's fine. Much better idea. So now we've got to put the guard back on. What have I done with my guard? Oh, there it is. There it is, mummy. Alright, so we've got a guard back. I've got no sharp blade. I don't want to blunt it, so I'm going to try and put it back on without touching the teeth. Usually a good idea, isn't it? So we've got to get that over there. It's a bit fiddly because on the back of here we have there's like a recess and it's kind of slots over the recess, for which then the clamp, then that little wing nut then holds it down over top of that recess. This is easy said done. What's going on in your bucket? What's going on? Ah, that's why. There you go. The blade was trying to go behind the actual guard. Yeah, that's on. So now we've got to put this very awkward, God, my fingers are terrible. Really awkward wing nut on, which I've dropped on the floor and I can't see anyway. Yeah, there it is. So whack that back on there. And we'll make a cut, shall we? To see how effective that is. See how clean that saw cut is in comparison to what I did earlier. It should be a lot better. Should be. Moving things out of the way that could get vibrate into the saw. Put that back into the drawer. Tight. Anyway, that's on there. That's on there. These out of the way. That's good. I've got a bit of wood. There's a bit of wood I made earlier. Put that on the way. I need to lower the blade. So that is too low because it's rolling. I'll keep cutting through my top. Good. One thing, you reduce your cutting depth bit by bit, and also you'll just makes a mess of everything. That'll do. Right, let's have a go. First of all, plug it back in again. That's back in there. And my on-off is here, and it also turns my light on at the same time. Woo! Sounding good there, man. Oh, it whistles. Right, that's extraction. Put that back on the top there like so. Let's see what it's like, shall we? Whoa! Right, let go. Well, that's cutting through that like butter. But fairly neat, very clean for 62. Remember that was an 82 from there before. So that's done pretty well really. So let's have a look at a bit of oak. What have we got? A nice wideish bit here. And there's a real knotty, wide, nasty bit of oak if you look. That's going to be hard as all nails. Let's see if we can... Just bring it down a bit. Yeah, a bit of nasty bit of wood. Let's see what it does, shall we? See how quickly it cuts through that one. I'm sold. Now, proof will be in the pudding, and what I'll do is I'll do a review of this blade once I've lived with it for a little while, see how long it lasts. But at the moment, right, I'll give you an idea. This blade, which clearly needs sharpening, produced that cut, and if you know as well as I do, that cut is burning. That basically means the size of the teeth are blunt and it's burning its way through. Now I just cut the same bit of wood with that one, clean. I know it's a new fresh blade, what have you, not the old bit of wood and all, but it's cut through there like a treat, isn't it? Good, lovely job here anyway. I will find out of use, and I think I recommend that blade, and I might put a link below to it actually, and to see go to my Amazon affiliate account, and if you do decide to buy one, I get a little commission. Bit of change, doing something from this lark, wouldn't it? But anyway, so I hope you found it of interest, and if you've got any questions, what have you, just, if there's anything you don't know, just comment below. But also, be most kind and click like and subscribe, and maybe a little bell icon, because then you get a warm, fuzzy feeling in your pocket. I've got some bottles here on there. I'll be uploading another video. Anyway, thank you for watching.